There it is, holiday travel, and it is in full swing right now.
Right, so if you're planning on hitting the road today or tomorrow, we have you covered.
Rob and Jordan teaming up to tell us how the weather and the traffic, which go hand in hand, how that's going to be a big deal starting tomorrow.
All right, what I often say is that a weather story becomes a traffic story very, very quickly. And certainly this is one of the weeks where weather is very important as it relates to travel. So we are combining here to tell the whole story of what you can expect in and around California and the local roadways. So I'll start with the weather here. Just here's some headlines. The big headline, and I think this is very positive for everybody that plans on driving in California, we've got no big storms. This is a historic moment for us because there's always something either before, during, or after Thanksgiving. This year, we do not have that. So we've got lots of true California sunshine. Now, across the United States, we've got a big East Coast storm. I will cover that in about 30 minutes. So don't worry, I've got that covered for you just a little bit later on. And what's really good about this is that there's a lot of travel that happens after Thanksgiving, and we've got great weather there as well. So what I've done here is I've highlighted the major bottlenecks that are very much affected by bad weather, most notably low snow. We had that last year. We do not have that this year. So we've got I-5 through Siskiyou Pass. This is going north to Oregon or south. We've got 50 and 80 this year. Passes an I-5 Grapevine. If you've got low snow there, you are in for a long, long drive. So as we go forward here today, later on, just clouds, no major issues. On Wednesday, which is tomorrow, yes, I-5 through Siskiyou Pass, we will get some light rain and maybe some light sprinkles through the 50 and 80 Sierra Passes. Maybe a few flurries, but folks, it's not a major impactful storm whatsoever. Now I've paused it on Thanksgiving. You could be Northern California, Central, or Southern. The weather's going to be great. And then post-Thanksgiving travel, nothing but good weather. In fact, Sunday, which is very busy, is good. And then I paused it here on Monday because if you want to save some money or if you want to avoid some traffic because you know it's going to be busy, we still continue to have amazing weather.
Right, and you may hear a lot of the time, it's going to be busy right out on the roads. But how busy? I want to give you some context here. You can see the increase from 2022 to 2023. More people traveling this year, 49.1 million people expected to travel within the USA on the roads. In the air, 4.7 million people at least expected to fly this year as well during the Thanksgiving holiday, up from last year as well. So in the United States, over 55 million people will be traveling, whether that's by train, by car, or by air. And I also talked to AAA, and they actually said cruising is up this year as well. Many people taking some Thanksgiving cruises. And in California, 7 million people will be traveling on the roadways. Let's take a look at the trip planner. And of course, we have our little friend up in the corner, very timely here. The worst time to travel is going to be on Wednesday, which, by the way, is going to be the busiest day to drive, according to AAA. Between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Once again, that's the worst time to drive. The best time to leave is before 11 a.m. to bypass some of that traffic. If you can get out early, that is going to set you up better. The worst time to leave is going to be on Sunday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. there. And the best time, once again, is going to be before 12 p.m. So as early as you can, that's when you're going to want to leave.
And just a couple extra tips. I am the king of driving up and down I-5 to Southern California. Right. And one thing that I've noticed, folks, if you're driving an electric vehicle, of course, you're planning your stops well ahead of time. There's some famous ones. Harris Ranch off I-5. It's, by the way, the biggest electric charging station in the world, 98 stalls. It's going to be very busy, and you might even have to wait there. So obscure places might be your best bet. So 101, Madonna Inn, it's a great place to stop, but it is going to be very busy.
Right. Another thing, you never know what's going to happen, what you might get caught up in as well. So no matter where you're going, always bring a little bit of extra equipment, I guess, in terms of, a portable charger, a blanket, and snacks, of course, for everybody that's in your party.
Yeah, we'll see you on the roads.
Yeah, such a good idea. I think I always want that little to-go bag when we're going on a road trip, just in case something happens. You're prepared.
Exactly.
And I feel prepared with you guys.
Yeah. Plus, Rob has to pull over every 12 miles because somebody's got to use the restroom.
It's every 6 miles.
You do have a packed
you're right.
car, Rob, so we get it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay at home this year.
Thank you both.